Every time Ayesha Curry disrespected Stephen Curry. Now, I see it on Twitter. What possesses her to say this? Now, I ain't got no hate for her because, I don't know the woman. And especially since, she's one of my favorite players' wife. Yeah, I can't hate. But, what possesses you to do the things that you do? Like, I seen a clip of her where a nigga just came, she was on some show, and a nigga came onto the show, and she was touching her ring and shit, looking like she was gonna take it off or whatever. And then, in the recent interview, she was talking about basically saying, at first she didn't want no kids. She didn't want to get married. And it's like, you didn't have to. You didn't have to. You could have told Steph no. If you really didn't want... Oh, I'm gonna just shut up. We ain't even in the video yet.
So throughout my time on Earth, I've gotten to see some of the greatest athletes ever.
Yep.
And sometimes a single individual comes around and changes the game altogether.
Yep.
Someone comes in and dominates in such a way that has you contemplating self-deletion as you hear this against your team.
Hurry, way downtown! Bang! Bang!
I'm glad I ain't never been on the other side of it. Boy, I'm glad I ain't never been on the other side of Stephen Curry just making the nastiest three-pointer of all time, bro. I'm glad.
Steph Curry, the greatest three-point shooter of all time.
The greatest point guard of all
I hate
time.
to say it, but he, Kevin Durant, and the Golden State Warriors are the sole reason I checked out on the NBA back in around 2018.
I
That is
bet.
simply how dominant they were.
bet.
And I don't know if it's just like a light-skin thing, as if they are required to go through a humiliation ritual to obtain their powers. But I liken Steph to both Patrick Mahomes.
Don't put him in the same categories as these niggas. Don't put him in the same categories as these niggas. Especially him. Steph just don't give a fuck. He just happy with his relationship. He don't give a fuck. No. I refuse.
And Will Smith.
Refuse for
We
you
all
to
know
put
that
him in
years ago, Patrick's girlfriend at that time, Brittany, was embarrassing him with countless tweets, fan interactions, and videos featuring his worthless brother Jackson.
All those people that doubted us and hated on us and thought we were gonna lose this day. Yes, I did!
Now to
I am so glad that you niggas lost that Super Bowl. And I'm so glad that when the playoffs come around again, that you get your ass whooped again. And I can't wait to see Taylor Swift's motherfucking ass in that damn stadium. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Travis Kelce fucking lose. And Patrick.
To be completely fair to her, I feel like she has calmed down with most of that and really distanced herself from the sideshow brother.
With Thrivent, your financial...
And Will, we don't talk about Will, bro. We all know what Will got going on. Will's Will.
And as for my guy Will, y'all know his legacy was tarnished because his wife loves to emasculate him every chance she gets.
Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
And we have also talked in the past.
See, we can't talk about Steph just don't care. I think it's the same way with Patrick. Okay, you can compare it to Patrick. I've never seen really Patrick give a fuck, and I just think Steph don't give a fuck what she says. They're happy. They're happy.
Asked how Steph's wife Ayesha is yet
Will
another
don't
one
count.
of these women who
They
does
ain't
this
happy.
exact same thing. I think the downfall really began the night of June 16th, 2016, when LeBron would score 41 points, evening up the NBA Finals at 3 games apiece, before eventually coming back in historic fashion from being down 3-1 to Steph Curry and the Warriors. Following that night, Ayesha would tweet that the NBA was rigged, and that she had just witnessed it with her own 2 eyes.
Oh, I never seen this. I never seen that. And as much as that loss hurt, as much as that 3-1 shit hurt, can't say it was rigged. I wasn't old enough to have Twitter, but can't say it was rigged. Bron and Kyrie just was on a different level. And everybody else on the Warriors was playing, like, mediocre. They weren't there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
to me, this was the first sign that she was beyond willing to speak her mind, no matter what the cost and how it could affect her husband and his career. Keep in mind, Steph has always kept his head down and his nose clean. Like, I'm talking about absolutely no scandals on or off the court, while also pocketing a cool $1 billion along the way. And I feel like when Steph was first going off, really making a name for himself, everyone loved his family. He was bringing out the baby to the press conference. The wife was doing the cooking show. But it was simply not enough for Ayesha, and over time, it's really just gotten more and more embarrassing. First, 6 years ago, we had this clip from the Red Table Talk where relationships go to die. Ayesha went on there with the Sith Lord herself, and also Steph's mother of all people, and she had this to say about yearning for attention from other men. Because there are women out there constantly thirsting over her husband, and she wanted some of that same lust.
Something that really bothers me and, like, honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, like, there are all these women, like, throwing themselves, but me, like, the past 10 years, like, I don't have any of that. Like,
You don't need it! You don't need it! You got your husband! You have your husband! You don't fucking need it! The nigga that you've married is the nigga who's, like, throwing himself at you. The women that's throwing themselves at Steph is women that, you know, that just come with it. He's a famous basketball player. It's not like he wants that. It's not like he wants that. He's not paying them any attention. Steph is balling like he's just doing him, and he
have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention.
You don't need
so
it.
Then like I begin to internalize it, and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
What?
You're not
like,
looking. You're not even. But I'm gonna tell you something.
Now her saying
you're not. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need
that
it.
while Curry's mom is sitting right next to her is downright insane to me.
Right.
She even tries to save her by saying, "Oh, you're not looking for that girl. What does it matter?"
Something wrong with
You're
me?
not.
Like,
You're not looking.
What?
You're not
Like,
looking.
And keep in mind, they did get married fairly young, so maybe she did not get to experience all of the things that she wanted to, but saying that you crave the attention of other men when you're already a mother and a wife for years at that point is strange. And something that she really should have kept to herself or talked about in private. And that is really going to be a running theme in this video. You know, it's not like it's wrong to have feelings because relationships are complicated and they go through various stages.
Right.
But hey, here comes Jada to give her some advice.
Because I dealt with that for years too. Like, and I was young, like you.
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh my
not
God.
fair.
I mean,
because I don't want it, but
Yeah.
it'd be nice to know that like someone's looking.
You got your husband looking look. A nigga that you married. The nigga that's by your side. The one that wrote vows for you. That's the nigga that's looking and giving you that validation.
but when
your
your
radar's
radar's turned off, right? That
You're
can get
beautiful.
real
Don't
dangerous. Don't ever think for 1 minute that it ain't no some men out there looking at you like I wish.
Honestly.
And I'm gonna tell you who knows that more than anybody.
Yeah, so Curry's mom even tells her, like, this is a dangerous line to walk.
But
That
when
can
your
get
radar's
dangerous.
turned
Now, the next instance of embarrassment would occur on yet another daytime talk show, The Real. This clip does go viral time and time again because of what happens after they bring out this
She did the
old-up
stupid
shirtless
shit with
dude
her
named
ring.
Marcel.
Marcel? Marcel?
Now the hand...
My God. It's just like, I don't understand why. Cause it's like, you married to a nigga who got $1 billion to that nigga name. You have 3 beautiful children. You got life. You got that shit all to yourself, nigga. You living good. Even if you're married young, you set for life, basically. Generational wealth because of your husband. And you have the audacity
The gesture there is just absolutely diabolical, and I get that she's like joking, but if the tables turned and Steph was doing the same thing around some cocktail
It'd be the problem!
podcast, I think that both women and men would think that that shit is pretty wild.
Right!
And it's funny how it's always another woman on the show who immediately sees what she's doing as crazy and tries to get her to stop. And during this same interview, she would also go on to put Steph's love for feet on display. Yes, I'm serious.
This is gonna turn into a whole other thing, but my husband really loves my feet.
And I didn't want to know that about Steph. I seen this. I saw this. I didn't want to know this about my goal. I didn't want to know about that. No, bro. I seen that. Respect to Stephen Curry, one of the greatest players of all time. I ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with feet, but the fact that you put that nigga on blast like that, I understand it's not even really like saying that like it's something crazy, but like, why do everybody need to know that your nigga like feet? Why does everybody in the world need to know that Stephen Wardell Curry likes Ayesha Curry's feet? He gets off to it. We don't need to know that.
Love that.
And so, like, the light was hitting him just right that day. And so I was like, let me just snap this photo and send him a picture of my feet. So I always say, like, when he says to send nudes, like, that's what he's getting, a picture of my bare feet. I don't know if he's happy about that, but that's okay.
And like I said, there is nothing inherently wrong with him beating his meat to feet, but some things are once again...
Yeah, some things we just don't need to know about people, bro. Like, there's, like...
and better kept private.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
I'm not happy.
All right, girl. Now we know something about him. He likes feet.
You don't need to know that.
He's going to kill me.
I hope
And
he
with
does.
these latest antics, it's really
Not,
only gotten
not like that, but like, I hope he got mad.
worse. As a couple weeks back, Ayesha went on the Call Her Daddy podcast to talk about how she has felt discontent with her life as a mother from time to time, and how it's basically hard to deal with her not being the star of the show.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
Four.
No. So, I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals. And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like, it's one of those things like you don't know what you actually don't know what you want.
And it's fine to look back in retrospect and acknowledge hard moments where maybe you question your life path or your decisions, or maybe even your identity, but later she says this is something that still bothers her till this day.
But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too, and I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and I'm not home, like did you experience that?
I still experience that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
And the thing to me is, like, she is a very successful person on her own
Right.
merit. Like, don't get me wrong, being his wife likely opened most of these doors for her in these situations,
probably
but she
does.
also hit home runs with her opportunities, having several very successful restaurants. She has also been highlighted time and time again on magazines.
You make it seem like you haven't achieved anything. You have done great things, Ayesha. But god damn it, why are you making it seem like you just ain't completed anything in your life? I'm pretty sure you set out bigger goals than what you were originally like having.
And even having her own TV shows.
Right.
I'm just saying, it's not like she's some silent woman in the corner only there to appease her husband. Yet she still comes off as insecure, but then again, she did say that she thought that she would be the breadwinner, despite also knowing that Curry was going to be a high draft pick making massive waves in college when they met.
I didn't know that he was gonna end up playing basketball. He said he wanted to be a high school basketball coach. Like I thought I was gonna be like the girl out there getting it. So I didn't know.
I don't know. I just don't really understand how someone can come off as someone grateful after having such a fortunate hand dealt to them in life. Like, she has 1 million times the opportunity that other women have. I'm talking about nannies, endless therapy, countless money, and endless doors of opportunity being open to build an identity away from simply being a wife and mother, which it is very apparent to me that Steph has allowed her to explore. And yet she just comes out to crap on it every couple of years. I mean, to me, we all have a role to play in our life and our various relationships, and I don't know if she needed more dating experience or to get out the mud on her own, but to me, she really just comes off as if she had a full ride at Jada's school of embarrassing your husband. I mean, you would never catch LeBron's wife on this shit.
Right! And they've been together since high school! Why you can't just be like Savannah? LeBron getting one on Curry once again!
Jada's school of embarrassing your husband. I mean, you would never catch LeBron's wife on this shit. Out here taking backstage photos with Drake. Like, she won't even take a picture with a male fan because she knows the narratives that could spark from that. And I want to make it clear, in no way am I saying that women need to, like, sit back and be silent and try and look good, or that they can't have an identity outside of their family or their husband. If anything, I think the exact opposite. I think that those things are very healthy. I'm just saying that it seems like every time she opens her mouth, it's always bad and embarrassing. Like, maybe she just needs to stop doing these interviews. I don't really know what the solution is. But yes, every time she goes viral, it's for something like this. But either way, I do want to know what you guys think about this situation, both men and...
I think... I don't know what to think, honestly, because I really don't understand why she isn't, like, satisfied. I understand she's saying that, like, she didn't want to marry young. I mean, at the end of the day, you didn't have to. You didn't have to. You agreed. You didn't have to have kids early. You had them early. You decided it. That was a decision y'all two came together and thought it was okay to have. And even then in the future, I mean, yeah, you could still be a breadwinner. You still have 7 goddamn restaurants to your name. You still have all these magazine covers and stuff and shows and stuff. You're making money. You ain't making Stephen Curry money, but you still making money. You still a breadwinner. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Women, do you find it to be disrespectful? Do you think she's just, like, telling her story? Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today.
I think she should just not tell everything about her business. I feel like, well, she's her own. I'm not hating on Ayesha Curry at all either. Like I said, again, Stephen Curry is one of my favorite players of all time. I ain't gonna lie, I love the sport of basketball because of Stephen Curry. So I can never hate on that man family at all. But I just wish we would know as much in their relationship. Like, I think some things should be kept private. Some things should be kept private. I hope y'all enjoyed.